Chapter 1. Present Simple. 1. She works in a bank. 2. He does not like coffee. 3. The sun rises in the east. 4. Birds do not fly at night. 5. They play football every weekend. 6. He does not speak Spanish fluently. 7. My sister cooks delicious meals. 8. The train leaves at 6 p.m. 9. Cats do not bark like dogs. 10. She always smiles at strangers. 11. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. 12. My parents do not travel often. 13. John reads the newspaper daily. 14. We do not live in a big city. 15. The baby cries when he is hungry. 16. He does not enjoy loud music. 17. Teachers explain concepts clearly. 18. The bus does not arrive on time. 19. She loves painting in her free time. 20. He does not understand math problems easily. Chapter 2. Past Simple. 1. She visited her grandmother yesterday. 2. He did not watch the movie last night. 3. They played basketball at school. 4. I did not call my friend yesterday. 5. The teacher explained the lesson well. 6. She did not finish her homework. 7. We walked to the park last evening. 8. He did not eat lunch with us. 9. The train arrived late yesterday. 10. She did not study for the test. 11. They built a treehouse last summer. 12. He did not win the game. 13. The children sang beautifully in the concert. 14. I did not see the accident. 15. She cleaned her room before dinner. 16. He did not remember my birthday. 17. We celebrated her success last week. 18. They did not enjoy the party. 19. The dog barked loudly at night. 20. I did not hear the phone ringing. Chapter 3. Present Continuous. 1. She is reading a novel right now. 2. He is not playing football today. 3. The children are studying for their exams. 4. I am not watching TV at the moment. 5. We are planning a trip to the mountains. 6. She is not cooking dinner tonight. 7. They're building a new house. 8. He is not working on the project. 9. The birds are singing in the trees. 10. She is not feeling well today. 11. My parents are visiting their friends. 12. He is not answering his phone. 13. We are waiting for the bus. 14. She is not wearing her new dress. 15. The students are presenting their projects. 16. I am not going to the gym today. 17. The baby is crying loudly. 18. They are not listening to the teacher. 19. He is painting the walls. 20. She is not writing her essay. Chapter 4. Past Continuous. 1. She was reading a book when I called. 2. He was not playing outside during the rain. 3. They were studying while I was sleeping. 4. I was not watching TV at that time. 5. The children were playing in the garden. 6. She was not feeling well yesterday. 7. We were walking home when it started to rain. 8. He was not listening to music in class. 9. The dog was barking all night. 10. She was not sleeping when I arrived. 11. I was writing an email when the power went out. 12. He was not driving carefully yesterday. 13. They were talking about the trip. 14. She was not studying for the exam. 15. We were eating dinner when she came. 16. He was not paying attention to the lecture. 17. The students were laughing at the joke. 18. I was not reading the newspaper this morning. 19. She was cooking while he was cleaning. 20. They were not arguing about the decision. Chapter 5. Present Perfect. 1. She has finished her homework. 2. He has not visited that museum yet. 3. They have traveled to many countries. 4. I have not seen him lately. 5. We have lived here for 5 years. 6. She has not spoken to me all day. 7. He has completed his project successfully. 8. The kids have not cleaned their room. 9. She has learned a new language. 10. He has not called his parents yet. 11. I have eaten at that restaurant. 12. We have not watched the new movie. 13. She has worked hard this year. 14. He has not finished reading the book. 15. They have adopted a puppy. 16. I have not forgotten your birthday. 17. The team has won the championship. 18. She has not written the report. 19. He has visited the Eiffel Tower. 20. We have not traveled by train before. Chapter 6. Past Perfect. 1. She had finished her homework before dinner. 2. He had not visited his grandparents before they moved. 3. The train had already left when we arrived at the station. 4. I had not seen that movie before last night. 5. They had completed the project before the deadline. 6. She had not prepared for the test. 7. He had cleaned his room before his mother asked. 8. The children had not eaten lunch when the guests arrived. 9. We had lived in that city for 10 years before moving. 10. She had not heard the news before I told her. 11. I had visited Paris twice before my last trip. 12. He had not called me until it was too late. 13. They had planned the trip carefully before leaving. 14. She had not finished the book when the library closed. 15. The storm had passed before we left the house. 16. He had not studied for the exam, so he failed. 17. We had already eaten by the time she arrived. 18. She had not seen him in years. 19. They had built the house before the flood. 20. I had not traveled abroad before last year. Chapter 7. Zero Conditional. 1. If you heat water, it boils. 2. If you do not water plants, they die. 3. If you drop a ball, it falls to the ground. 4. If you mix red and blue, you get purple. 5. If you do not eat, you feel hungry. 6. If you exercise, you stay healthy. 7. If it rains, the ground gets wet. 8. If you freeze water, it turns to ice. 9. If you do not study, you fail the exam. 10. If you touch fire, it burns you. 11. If the sun shines, the temperature rises. 12. If you eat too much sugar, you gain weight. 13. If you cut yourself, it bleeds. 14. If you do not sleep, you feel tired. 15. If you put ice in water, it melts. 16. If you press the button, the machine starts. 17. If you do not save money, you struggle later. 18. If animals do not find food, they starve. 19. If you study, you learn new things. 20. If you do not clean your house, it gets dirty. Chapter 8. First Conditional. 1. If it rains, I will stay home. 2. If you study, you will pass the test. 3. If she does not call, I will get worried. 4. If we leave now, we will arrive on time. 5. If you help me, I will finish faster. 6. If he does not apologize, she will not forgive him. 7. If they work hard, they will succeed. 8. If the train is late, we will miss the meeting. 9. If you eat healthy food, you will feel better. 10. If I find your keys, I will call you. 11. If she forgets, I will remind her. 12. If you do not listen, you will not learn. 13. If we save enough money, we will travel abroad. 14. If he studies, he will pass the exam. 15. If the weather improves, we will go hiking. 16. If you do not leave, you will miss the bus. 17. If I see him, I will talk to him. 18. If the phone rings, I will answer it. 19. If you exercise, you will lose weight. 20. If they invite us, we will come to the party. Chapter 9. Second conditional. 1. If I had a car, I would drive to work. 2. If she knew the answer, she would tell you. 3. If he did not work so much, he would relax more. 4. If I were you, I would apologize immediately. 5. If they lived closer, we would visit them often. 6. If he had more time, he would learn guitar. 7. If you studied, you would pass the exam. 8. If I won the lottery, I would buy a house. 9. If she were not busy, she would join us. 10. If he spoke French, he would travel to Paris. 11. If we did not miss the bus, we would arrive on time. 12. If you had more patience, you would succeed. 13. If it rained, we would stay indoors. 14. If she worked harder, she would get promoted. 15. If I knew his number, I would call him. 16. If you helped me, I would finish faster. 17. If they played better, they would win. 18. If he had a dog, he would take it for walks. 19. If she did not forget, she would attend the meeting. 20. If we saved money, we would travel more. Chapter 10. Third conditional. 1. If I had studied, I would have passed the exam. 2. If she had called, I would have answered. 3. If he had worked harder, he would have succeeded. 4. If they had invited us, we would have come. 5. If I had known, I would have helped you. 6. If she had not missed the bus, she would have arrived on time. 7. If he had taken my advice, he would not have failed. 8. If we had left earlier, we would not have been late. 9. If you had listened, you would have learned something. 10. If it had rained, we would have stayed home. 11. If they had played well, they would have won. 12. If I had seen the message, I would have replied. 13. If she had studied, she would not have failed the test. 14. If he had eaten breakfast, he would not have felt hungry. 15. If we had taken the shortcut, we would have arrived sooner. 16. If she had not been late, we would not have waited. 17. If I had saved money, I would have bought a car. 18. If you had called, I would have come. 19. If he had driven carefully, he would not have crashed. 20. If they had prepared, they would have succeeded.